Everyone is leaving YouTube. Sounds like 100% clickbait, but what do you expect from this spineless creature?
Have you been noticing this trend where people who are signed to YouTube live streaming contracts, the day their contract ends, switch right back to Twitch or start multi-streaming?
No, not really. I don't follow any streamers at this point at all. I literally have not watched a live stream for months at this point. Maybe it's been honestly close to a year. Second of all, yeah, this is normal. This is what everyone does. Someone's Twitch contract runs out. They're looking for the next best option. Okay, they're either gonna start multi-streaming because everyone does it as much as possible. Twitch, Kick, YouTube, everyone does that. Okay. Everyone does that as much as possible because it's the best choice. This is not something that only YouTubers do, okay? Well, YouTube streamers in this case, and people whose YouTube contract runs out. Yeah, they're gonna take the next best contract, which in a lot of cases is Twitch. Even though Twitch is still leading to be the best platform for streamers in terms of if you're a big streamer, congratulations, you're gonna grow the best on Twitch because Twitch as a platform literally endorses and is 100% made for the big to get bigger. It literally is made to work like that.
Because I have, and it's got me wondering, is YouTube live streaming a wash? Has it been a failure of an attempt by YouTube to compete against Twitch?
Technically, I would say that YouTube has not actually even tried to compete. Because the reality is, YouTube's the biggest streaming platform there is, okay, for pretty much anything. It is, the second one is Netflix, but YouTube's the biggest one for that type of content. And I'm not just talking about streaming, I'm talking for everything. YouTube still probably feels that it's in the situation where it doesn't actually have to do anything just because of its size that it absolutely dwarfs Twitch in viewership numbers. It doesn't need to try, which I think is true, by the way.
And I'm not the only one thinking this. This is also a thought shared by Dan Clancy.
The YouTube and YouTube Live not changing isn't because they move slow. It's because YouTube Live isn't a priority for YouTube.
Also true. You know why? Because Twitch is losing money. Twitch is unprofitable in a lot of senses. And I know there's people with two brain cells out there who are going to say, but Twitch is owned by Amazon. They're just gonna... Shut the fuck up, you absolute dipshit.
And that's certainly a fact, all right? YouTube live streaming can only grow as long as it doesn't impede on the already incredibly successful YouTube video service. If you grow YouTube live stream and that takes away some percentage of success, right? Like if you basically recommend more YouTube live streams and that keeps people on YouTube for less time because they're watching less videos because they don't enjoy the live streams as much as the videos, you have made a failed product, even if it ends up beating Twitch because YouTube video.
That's also a thing, but I kind of don't subscribe to this idea because, first of all, there is a huge disparity between people who watch YouTube videos versus people who watch streams. Plus, it's interchangeable. And in YouTube's situation, well, Google's situation, they want you to spend the maximum time amount that you can on their platform. And they don't really care. Is it gonna be YouTube as YouTube or YouTube as a live streaming service? They don't honestly care. But they do care about the profitability. Twitch is struggling with profitability because, man, running a stream is really expensive if you did not know from Twitch's end.
Videos make so much money and they are so popular.
That sucks.
He goes on to talk about the streamers themselves and says,
went to YouTube, man.
But your friends that went to YouTube are all coming back, Sushi.
Yes. Yeah.
and you can see someone already adds me in this, but he's not wrong, right? Look, you know, when Myth ended his YouTube contract, I believe he took a break. He stopped streaming on YouTube. Lily, the moment her contract ended, switched back over to Twitch.
Oh, Lily Pichu. I have heard the name. Is she's supposed to be really popular, or is she just like a friend group of this of Ludwig? Because, you know, they are all extremely, you know, help each other and blah blah blah, cover up each other and all of that stuff. Is that why he's talking about this?
Her contract ended, switched back over to Twitch. Dr. Lupo, when his contract ended, started multi-streaming. I mean, shit, Tim the Tatman today said he was going to start multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube. And look, his viewership is better on Twitch after 3 years, I think, on YouTube than it is right now on YouTube. That's crazy. 3 years and nothing fucking changed. He's literally...
Yeah, I think most people expected this, yeah. Again, YouTube does not really try. YouTube does not try at all.
Literally doing better on Twitch. And you might be wondering, okay, why are streamers switching back to Twitch? Well, one might be because they do better. They get more viewers.
Big streamers. If you're a small streamer, your chance of fame is probably better on YouTube than on Twitch. But if you're a big streamer, again, just go stream at Twitch. Twitch is literally designed from the ground up to be favorable for the big streamers, for the biggest names, okay? Trust me, the way that Twitch is built, if we just, bury all of the top 10,000 streamers, in 3 days there would be new biggest streamers with 40k viewers and stuff like that. The space would instantaneously be filled. It's just because, again, Twitch is made from the ground up to facilitate the growth of the biggest people. If you're one of those big people, you have a good shot because you're always going to be at some front page. You're always going to be one click away from people who haven't seen you before. If you're small, though, well, yeah, there's some kind of rotation that promotes your channel to the front page, but good luck getting there once in fucking 3 years or something.
Two, it's because they also make more money.
I saw someone say sub count, by the way, earlier. I didn't answer it. I apologize.
Twitch has a culture of subbing, donating, and whatnot.
I'm not making up messages here. We are at 6.3.
Crowd, our game's over.
Do you have an official number?
I'm joining up.
We're probably closer to 6.5, if I had to guess.
And Tim basically says he got 6,500 subs in one single stream on Twitch, and on YouTube he had 14,000 subs. So he basically got almost half his subscriber count in one day. So he's going to start making more money from Twitch subs than he ever did from YouTube.
Also, this is... I mean, it's technically correct, but it's a stupid take. Because he's not accounting for the fact that Twitch Prime still exists. And that's a big deal.
YouTube members. And I basically tweeted out this exact point. That it feels like, YouTube live streamers...
On average, what? More than 50% of all subscribers any of the big channels have is Twitch Prime. At a time. For some, it's close to like 60, 70, and 80% also. It's just insane.
Switch back to Twitch. And it got everyone asking, am I personally switching back to Twitch? Is that what this is? And the answer is no, not at all. That's not what my tweet was. I was actually just noticing a fact. I personally have a YouTube contract that is not over yet, and I'm happy streaming on YouTube. But
he is legally obligated to say that, otherwise punishment, by the way. That's the part he didn't say. But yes, he is not allowed legally to say anything bad about YouTube streaming or whatever like that.
I do have a contract that allows me to stream on Twitch, and I enjoy multi-streaming in the only circumstance where I find it good, which is for my events, aka like for Ludwig Streamer Games. If I just stream that on one platform, it would do a lot worse in terms of viewership than if I streamed it on multiple platforms and also let other people stream it. I mean, we peaked at 175K and averaged 134,000 viewers. That wouldn't happen if it only was on YouTube or only on Twitch. And for events, I want as many people to see the event as possible. That's all I care about. By the way, I'm a multi-streaming hater. I actually think it is a generally bad thing for creators.
Why?
These creators who are trying to be like, the biggest creator in the world, I think it can be pretty good for creators who just want maybe as many eyeballs on them as possible if they're trying to spread a message or...
Yeah, I know he's retarded. It is what it is.
Raise money for charity or doing events. I don't think it makes sense if you want to be the next Kai Cenat. You don't become the next Kai Cenat if you have 50,000 viewers on YouTube and 50,000 viewers on Twitch.
Why not?
Become the next Kai Cenat if you have 90,000 on just one platform and you're the biggest person on that platform because the rich get...
Okay, but now you have double the chance of growth.
Richer on that platform, right? You'll grow and grow and grow and grow, and your peak viewership will be insane. It'll be a moment a lot of people talk about. It'll all be drawn to.
That's very cool and whatnot for a bumbling moron. But what if you have 50k views on that platform, but you're not getting any more? What then? Is the 50k on the other platform actually that bad in that case? The other platform, maybe that platform grows on the other hand. Who knows? Again, there is literally no downside to multi-streaming as far as I can tell. It is by far the best. It is by far the fastest growing thing, because think about it like this, okay? Let's imagine you're multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Why is this absolutely amazing? Because someone on Twitch could actually miss you. But what if they use YouTube and then they see, wait a minute, this guy, oh my god, he's streaming on YouTube. Well, I'm just going to click on him at random. Not really going to actually even watch it too much. And then you will understand, wait a minute, this guy streams on Twitch, the site that I watch my streams on. Well, and there you go. You just grew from YouTube on Twitch. But again, I mean, Ludwig's knock on wood stupid, okay? He's at the Asmongold level of intelligence.
To you. I think when you fracture your audience, you also fracture your peak growth, which I think is a bad thing. This is my take on it. This could be wrong. By the way, if you're new to streaming, I also don't think it's a bad.
Again, his point is redundant because he just instantaneously assumes that the audience fracturing is occurring.
Thing. If you're new to streaming, you should try out both platforms. Don't marry yourself to a platform. You don't know where your audience is going to come from. But I find multi-streamers to also be bad at
So again,
multi-streaming. They usually care about one chat more than the other. Anyway, I digress. Multi-streaming hater. I'm not going to start multi-streaming when my contract's done. I don't know what I'm going to do exactly yet. But this goes back to our initial question. Does this mean YouTube live streaming has been a failure? Is it bad? Is it a flop? Should they quit? Did they fell off? The answer, no. No, vehemently no. If you look at the most watched major streaming platforms by hours watched of live broadcasts, Q2 of this year, YouTube gaps Twitch. It's not close. 3 times bigger. 15 billion hours watched on YouTube versus 5 billion hours watched on Twitch. However, that doesn't exactly tell the full story. Because if you look at this,
well, there's gaming and there's non-gaming and then there's gaming and there's... Well, okay, Twitch doesn't care about gaming. Twitch cares about, sending you to some kind of OF prostitutes page so she can milk you.
You also have to include, some people like YouTube's biggest live streamer by hours watched, which is not iShowSpeed. It is Lo-Fi Girl. Lo-Fi Girl is like the biggest streamer in the world on YouTube Live, because she streams every fucking day with 15 to 25,000 average viewers. I guess maybe technically she's a VTuber, but it's also weird if you are including, things like Lo-Fi Girl or videos playing on loop or what there's a bunch of on YouTube Live.
I don't think that's strange at all, honestly, to include these things, because you have that on Twitch also. Not Lo-Fi Girl or whatever her name is, but, You do have that also on Twitch.
Which is scams. In fact, one of the biggest live streams right now on YouTube is Tesla.
The classic
Except it's not Tesla.
Scam.
It is a scam account with 20,000 subscribers with 86,000 bots watching to give it some credibility. So people click on...
Oh, come on. Are you going to legitimately try and say that there's no one botting on YouTube? Bro, no, not on YouTube, but on Twitch? Both platforms get botted. Listen, probably every single one of the most popular streamers is view botting. Because the thing is, you can't tell the difference between a 20k channel or a 30k channel. It's almost impossible. The chat's gonna go fast, the things are gonna be things and whatnot. So there is no way of telling that, someone's view botting. So it's free real estate. Again, as long as you're in #1 position on whatever you're doing good on Twitch. And, think about it. Like, for example, the OTK game show. That shit is botted. They barely probably breach 15K actual real viewers. They just bought the shit out of it, but we're not gonna count that in this.
On it who aren't part of the bot number, and then they scan this code, and then they lose all of their crypto. Do not scan this code. I'm showing this as an example of YouTube's corrupt botting problem, not for you to get scammed. So, okay, what if we just track actual YouTube gaming streamers, right? Like actual streamers, actual people who are streaming video games.
Okay.
Well, then the contest becomes a lot more fair. And there's still a lot of huge streamers. I mean, look, Steak right now is live with 41,000 viewers. That is massive. That is a huge stream.
No idea who that is.
He's absolutely killing it, right? I don't have to tell you guys about iShowSpeed, arguably one of the, if not the biggest streamer in the world. Maybe second to Kai. I don't know. Top 2 for sure. And if you look at that,
I think iShowSpeed is gonna die in an accident. Fingers crossed. Also, I don't like him at all.
well, that's what Stream Hatchet does. It becomes a lot more fair. All right. You can see that Twitch is still the big dog with 5 billion hours watched. This is still Q2 of 2024. And YouTube is at 2 billion. However, that is still an increase for YouTube over Twitch. They're gaining market share over Twitch. And again, this is just YouTube gaming. This is not any of like the political.
Wait, can we actually see the description of this?
Fair. All right. Be sure. And if you look at that, well, that's what
Okay.
Stream Hatchet does. It becomes a lot more.
I can't see what this is. YouTube gaming improved to 2 billion hours watched, while Kick showed remarkable growth with a blah 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 year over rise, make blah blah blah. Rumble, no one cares. Hours watched across streaming platform. Stream. What is this? What are they counting?
Fair. All right. You can see that Twitch is still the big dog with 5 billion hours watched. This is still Q2 of 2024. And YouTube is at 2 billion. However,
I don't trust these numbers. I don't trust these numbers at all.
that is still an increase for YouTube over Twitch. They're gaining market share over Twitch. And again, this is just YouTube gaming. This is not any of like the political stuff or the 24/7 channels or the videos that are playing on loop and acting as live streams. This is just gaming streamers, and it is growing.
Oh, this is purely gaming? Dude, shut the fuck up. We don't even know what's considered purely gaming at this point. A lot of people who are just chatting, for example, in Twitch are I would consider them at least gamers, right? So we absolutely have no idea what this distribution is. I am not gonna randomly just trust some kind of whatever the hell this is. This looks sus as fuck.
Growing fast. All right. This is a bit of trouble. Twitch is on the down in a year where live streaming is back, baby. It peaked in COVID. All right. We had 9.8 billion hours watched Q2 of COVID. This is 2021. It went down, and now we are coming back. In the next couple years, live streaming will likely be bigger than it was during COVID, and YouTube is part of the reason why it is growing, along a bunch of other sites. Not so much Twitch. Twitch is not really growing, which maybe isn't what you think of, because culturally everyone leaves YouTube or all these other sites like Kick to go to Twitch. So where are these viewers coming from? Not America. So if I were to rephrase the question.
Oh God, are we going to talk about India? I don't want to talk about India.
Bro, they run YouTube live. Countries that did accept Twitch and did become huge.
Brazil?
And being put here, because, but right now,
Okay, I don't care. Ludwig's a moron. Bye!